Good morning, everybody, and today I'm privileged to present the 2023 Annual State of the County Address. This year's theme, if you haven't heard it by now, is a 3 C's plan, and it's communication, collaboration, and community. And this year I set a goal for myself to visit all 31 municipalities throughout Broward County. I began in January in Senator Geller's hometown, Cooper City, and I ended up in, yes, there you go, see that? Ended up in October in Lauderdale-by-the-Sea, which is my home district of District 4. I especially want to thank the elected officials that are here from the municipalities for opening up your chamber doors to me. I was graciously welcomed by each and every one of you to provide a bit of message about the county and how we are collaboratively working together, so thank you so much for your participation as I made my tour. And it surely proves to me that we are definitely one community. So the state of the county is stronger than ever, and Broward County's job report indicated a 3% unemployment rate in October this year. Our housing market, property values, thank you, Marty, had an 11% increase in the tax roll over 2023. And this is somebody, every county recognizes this. The influx of new residents has been record-breaking. Talk about our economic engines. Our first economic engine we have, of course, is our Port Everglades. Jonathan Daniels, I don't think, is here today, but we have Glenn Wilkshire, which is our deputy. Glenn, thank you so much for all your team efforts and what you do at Port Everglades. And you know, we went through a new branding this year, the Mighty Trident. And it's like the three-pronged Mighty Trident, of course, that focuses on our trifecta, I call it, which is our cargo, cruise, and energy. And we begin with cruise. We welcome 2.88 million passengers, 8 cruise lines, and 35 ships this year. The new ships and cruise lines included Celebrity Cruises, Celebrity Beyond, which was actually named by Olympian Simone Biles, Ritz-Carlton Collection, Evrima, Vikings Neptune, Silver Seas Cruise Silver Dawn, and of course, how can we not forget the Disney Dream? And obviously the transformation of Terminal 4 for Disney. Special thanks goes to Ellen Kennedy. I know she's not here, Glenn, is she? Ellen has just been a dynamite supporter as we welcome these ships with the keys and the plaque celebration. So thank you on behalf of Broward County, what she does for us. That has been a humongous task to gather us together to make sure those are happening. So thank you, Ellen, for that. Also want to recognize our record cargo volumes this year with sailings from new markets, India, Asia, and the Mediterranean. And the Port Everglades broke its energy volumes record with almost 133 million barrels of petroleum products in 2023, which is roughly 950,000 barrels or 40 million gallons higher than the 2005 volumes. And on the horizon, soon, hopefully, Congresswoman, hopefully, soon, deepening the widening project. You have been such an advocate for us, and thank you for that. Our shore power and, of course, our new cranes will be coming to town soon as well. Moving on to our airport, our Fort Lauderdale-Hollywood International Airport. Mark Gale, you are amazing. Your team is amazing. As we began this year with a little bit of a challenge, if you remember, and my mayor saying my first week as being mayor, we had a little labor issue. And when it happened, Mark's team immediately stepped up, even conducting cleaning tasks. And I say that, cleaning tasks immediately following to ensure no interruption at our airport, Mark. And then, of course, Mother Nature presented her power. And the April floods. And Mark obviously was stuck, I think, in Las Vegas or something, trying to get home, and he was able to be here and trying to return to Fort Lauderdale. But I want to personally thank Selena and Michael for stepping up again and bringing us through the issue, and they reopened FLL within 2 days. Thank you so much for that challenge and reward. And special thanks go to Kevin Guthrie, of course, our Florida Emergency Manager, and John Mills of FEMA. They stepped in with all their assistance during that time of need. Our passenger traffic between January and August of 2023 was 23.7 million passengers. That's up 11.1% over 2022. Our domestic traffic at our airport is up 7.8%, international traffic up 23.1% as well. And according to the Airports Council International, FLL currently ranks as the 17th busiest airport and 11th in international traffic in the United States. I have to say the most memorable event, most recently I attended at the airport of all these wonderful things, was the honor flight. And I'll try to keep it together because I can tell you, I want to thank Spirit Airlines, I want to thank all the volunteers, I want to thank everybody that really participates on the honor flight to bring our veterans to Washington and bring them back home, and have so many people show up in support of our veterans was truly a memorial experience, so thank you for that. Moving on to tourism, a main street of Broward County. I want to thank Stacy Ritter. I don't think I saw Stacy here today, our CEO of Visit Lauderdale, and her team members. I was honored as mayor to be able to serve on the TDC as chair and learn so much about our tourism this year. And for 2023, total bookings, including sports, produced 536,000 room nights, bringing a near $18 million. Hotel demand increased 2% over 2022, which equals selling an average of 467 rooms every day of the fiscal year. The total group room nights bookings of 2023 surpassed last year by 14%. Tourism is on the rise. Fiscal responsibility. I can tell you that this commission behind me is extremely fiscal responsible. We obviously passed this year $8.6 billion budget, which is amazing. Norman Foster, I didn't see Norman. Norman, you here, our budget director, and his entire team, and I mean his entire team, as we went through our budget workshop, there must have been 20 or 25 standing in the back, making sure we go through our budget and make sure we're fiscal responsible, so thank you. I do want to mention just a little bit about our budget. This commission's first priority has been public safety. Public safety, obviously, with the Broward Sheriff's Office, we provided $25 million for agency's personnel increases and $3.4 million for 70 new positions across the agency, focused on the priorities identified not only by Sheriff Tony, and shared, of course, by this commission. And as you well know, the commission immediately provided the necessary funding for the 911 dispatch issue, as well as providing funding for the new medic aircraft due to the tragic incident in my home city, Pompano Beach. Human Services. Tara, are you here? She is sick. Well, I can tell you, once you meet Tara Williams, with an infectious smile, you never forget Tara Williams. She has been a tremendous asset to us, and she is really taking human services to a new level. In 2023, the Family Success Administration Division provided case management services across 5 programs and expended over $31.4 million in payments and stabilized over 11,000 households that prevented the citizens of Broward County, listen to this, from experiencing loss in utilities, housing, homelessness, foreclosure, tuition, transportation, nutrition, child care, financial stability, and, of course, unemployment. And I have to say a special thanks to Natalie Moffitt and her team. She was so special for us as we worked through this year and all those issue cases. She was right there to help and assist my team, so thank you, Natalie, for that. And for 2024, Homeless Division, Housing Options, Solutions, and Support Division has awarded an additional $1.2 million by this commission to assist additional homeless individuals and families through the Permanent Supportive Housing Program. A special thank you, and I was hoping she was going to be here, Dr. Rebecca McGuire. Those of you not know Dr. McGuire, she stands about this tall, and she is small in stature, but she is a beast when it comes to homelessness and really focusing on our programs available. So, Dr. McGuire, we so thank you for all you do for us in our community. And I also want to thank, and Senator Rich will talk about this probably, as our landlords. Our gracious landlords gives us properties every year for our homelessness, and I want to thank them as well. Moving on to housing affordability. I'd wish to reverse the names, not affordable housing, housing affordability, and workforce housing. Ralph Stone in the rear, a rock star for housing, and your team members for your hard work this year. We provided $18 million in gap financing, resulting in 5 projects totaling 890 new construction of affordable units countywide. And of course, in 2024, the commission provided $20 million or more for a housing trust fund. So thank you for all you do, Ralph. Transportation. Corey Cuff Lonergan. Was Corey here? There she is. Monica, I have to tell you something. When you were able to snag Corey to be our transportation director, you had a great one. Her experience in D.C. and bringing her to South Florida is absolutely outstanding. The commission adopted the new Primo plan, which provides the road map for transportation, necessary investments for major corridors in Broward County. We look for that implementation, Corey. And part of our transportation is our surtax. Obviously, since its conception in 2019, the 319 county municipal surtax projects have been completed. And as the third quarter of 2023, 57 surtax funded projects in county business enterprises, or CBE as well. Small business goals assigned are expected to create, listen to this, $373 million in business revenue and over 2,300 jobs. And again, I have to thank, obviously, Gretchen Cassini for her team for outstanding work. She's always been there for us. I know personally in my team and also the commission's team, Marty, she is our rock star as well when it comes to surtax. Thank you. Parks and Recreation, I did see Dan West. Where's Dan West? There he is. Our Parks Director and your team members have been outstanding as well this year. Our Parks and Recreation earned a national accreditation to Parks and Recreation, earning accreditation through the Commission of Accreditation of Parks and Recreation Agencies and the National Recreation and Parks Association. We continue to invest in our capital projects as well as the increase in security in our parks. I guess my favorite time this year was when we were giving awards for the boa constrictors out there with alligator Ron and everything. That was a special time together. Thank you, Dan, for all you do. Libraries, Commissioner Furr will love this. Thank you to Allison Grubbs, our Director of Libraries, and your team members. Outstanding numbers as well. In 2023, library programs attracted over 313,000 attendees, which reflects a 120% increase over 2022 of 142,000. They implemented the Coffee and Conversation program. Thank you so much in working with the City of Fort Lauderdale and all their efforts, especially at the Gulto Shamal Library, which I represent, and Imperial Point as well, and all of our main libraries to address our homelessness. And I can tell you it's very, very effective, Allison, and thank you for that opportunity to have that program in Broward County. Cultural Division, nobody knows this guy, really. Philip Dunlap. He has absolutely been a blessing to us as he joined our team several years ago. In 2023, the division provided more than $6.6 million via 152 grants in all 9 commission districts, not one, but all 9 commission districts for Broward's artists and arts organizations. Launched the Culture and Arts Artistic Facilities Capital Support Grant Program and hosted more than 40 professional development and grant application workshops, which has definitely paid off. Finance and Administrative Services Department. Not really sexy, right, George? Huh? But I can tell you, George, obviously with your team, you continue to be one of the few counties, Broward County, the few counties nationally, to have a AAA rating, S&P, Moody's, and Fitch. So thank you for working behind the scenes to make that a reality, George. We appreciate you. Thank you, obviously, to Records, Taxes, and Treasury, Document Control, and Human Resources. Is David Kahn here? David? I have to just speak a little bit about your leadership and professionalism when it comes to our unions and our negotiations. I've been privileged to sign multiple contracts this year, and just the way you were able to make things happen so smoothly, we thank you. Broward County thanks you for your excellent work you've done. And also purchasing, Bob Gleason. Is Bob here? Bob, you're way in the back. Bob, thank you for bringing our purchasing department into the 21st century. You have been a blessing as well. Thank you. And in 2023, Larry, real estate time. Real estate was opportunities for us, and we had some specific properties we either bought or under contract. The Motel 6 property in Pompano Beach is approximately 5 acres, would be used for a housing affordability development of the State's Gore building right across the street from us on Broward Boulevard. Hopefully will be our future Broward County Government Center. The 8.7 acres located on West Commercial Boulevard is planned, of course, for our new Forensic Science Center as well. And lastly, about an 8-acre site adjacent to the Bass Pro Shop in Dania Beach is planned for our transit uses. Now, our next 2 partners is our Greater Fort Lauderdale Alliance. I don't see Bob Swindell here, our CEO, and obviously Sandy and Michael McDonald at our Small Business Development office. The 2 of you are a dynamic duo team. I can tell you because economic development is so important in bringing businesses here to Broward County. I always like those project names that you bring to us, Sandy, on those agendas, because we don't really know what quite they are, but you're working diligently to bring jobs, high-paying jobs here, and also corporations here to Broward County, so thank you. And your department as well, Small Business and Certification Compliance Section, is currently year-to-date. They're monitoring 480 projects with a total award of about $6 billion, that's a B, $billion. And in 2023, they approved 213 certifications for CBE and SBE firms under the local small business program, and 12 certifications new under the federal DBE, ACDBE. Don't know what that stands for, Sandy, but it sounds like a long one. Business programs. Thank you so much for what you do. Our film industry, Senator Geller, we so appreciate you. Our film industry is healthy and well, and we were able to hire Sandy Leiterman, our film commissioner, and their entire team. And as I was able to be part of not part of the commercial, witnessed a commercial in Pompano Beach recently, and as Sandy walked down the sidewalk, everybody knew her. From somewhere, some way, some movie, some television, say whatever it may be, she was there, and she's so well known, and we're so honored to have her part of our team. The Broward County Film and TV Incentive Program launched in 2022 of June, has contracted with 12 projects to date, combined budgets of over $8.5 million, and A special projects program is launched in April of 2023, attracting long-term high-impact film and TV projects. And in 22-23, the Film Commission issued, listen to this, 703 film permits, which is an 8% increase over the year previously. And record budget expenditures of $165.5 million, a 20% increase, creating over 10,120 jobs for cast and crew. Resilience, Environmental Department. Boy, do we need this more than ever, huh? Thank you to Lenny Valpondo and Dr. Jennifer Hirado. I think I saw her earlier. I don't know if she's here or not. Two, again, individuals who were so dedicated. I want to personally thank Lenny. Every time I call him, every time a constituent calls him, and Dr. Hirado, they are always on it, and usually within 24 hours the problem is solved. So they are absolutely a dynamic team and duo, especially when it comes to resilience and environmental. Broward County awarded just over $66 million in Resilient Florida grant funding and supporting diverse infrastructure improvements to reduce our flood risk. And when combined with municipal awards, our communities received $136 million last year, and nearly $219 million, or 18%, of the $1.2 billion of Resilient Florida grants awarded to date. And this year we did launch our Broward County's Beat the Heat story map, which is a public landing page containing information about heat in Broward County that can empower our residents to stay safe and during the summer heat. We continue to invest in solar energy, and now it's installed 3.13 megawatts of solar energy as well. And currently we have 72 electric vehicles in service, and more orders are placed to support our clean fleet commitment, alternative fueled light-duty vehicles by 2030. And there are currently 70 EV charge ports installed across our county, as well as another 160 chargers purchased and are ready to be installed. Let's talk about some challenges and some rewards. Obviously, earlier this year, we marked one significant event, and it always seems to happen that way. Every year has one significant event that's kind of marked with. We had the pandemic, which several of our commissioners went through, and obviously specific hurricanes. But previously mentioned, of course, this year was our April event when we had 26 inches of rain, and one of those events is definitely will be marked this year. I want to thank the Office of Public Communication, Margaret Stapleton, obviously Gray Meyer, and Kimberly Moreau. I don't know where Kimberly's at. Thank you so much for all your help. I can tell you that these folks helped me and helped Broward County in getting the message out for recovery efforts and available assistance in multiple agencies. FLL and our port obviously recovered very swiftly. As I said, they opened within 2 days. And Mark, I remember going to the airport, and there was really 5 feet of water on our north runway. And we have unwanted guests such as snakes and catfish were swimming on our north our north airway. So you guys were very quick, and obviously, Sandy, you made our small businesses react and get back in business as well. Human Services worked closely with our BMSD district. Public Works. Trevor, I don't know, I think I saw you earlier. Trevor, I don't know where you are. Trevor, Public Works, Traffic Engineering, Water and Wastewater Services assisted in cleaning all of our roads, our traffic lights, and so much more. You were a vital team of making that reality come. So we learn from our challenges, right? I talked to Mark right afterwards and about how we can justify and change a little bit of our master plan and what we can do in the future. And as all Senator Geller says, this was not a 1 in 1,000-year storm. This is going to happen more and more and more. And so we want to be prepared for that at the end of the day. We also have some accomplishments in 2023. Kind of something pretty unique and proud of here. Mosquito larvicide spraying device patent. Our county's first ever, so congratulations to highway and maintenance, and bridge maintenance. That was a game changer for us to really create our own patent and to be able to share that across the United States. We celebrated, of course, our Broward County Transit Lauderdale Transit Center being the first lead transit gold in level in the U.S. Remember that, Corey? We were there doing that. And the Nancy J. Cotterman Center grand opening. Senator Book is here. I'll try to keep it together here. That building, if you have not seen it, ladies and gentlemen, is absolutely built for those who we serve. The lighting, the way that it's laid out, the paint on the walls. And it's because one of the major contributors and one of the major supporters is the Book family. And Senator Book was there to share at the groundbreaking and at the ribbon cutting her personal story. And to me, that was the most warming thing to know that we have this facility available to those folks who can help those in need. Senator, thank you for all you do and all the Book family, what you do for us. Appreciate you. And our Broward Addiction Recovery Center, known as BARC, celebrated its 50th anniversary this year. We were part of that. And the Broward Partnership, I see Dodie back there, our Broward Partnership for the homeless, 7th on 7th grand opening. Obviously, we have now housing with our assistance center, and guess what we're going to do in Pompano Beach, right? The same thing. So we look forward to that, and what a great opportunity it is for our folks to get housing. United States Federal Courthouse groundbreaking. Ladies and gentlemen, I was privileged to serve on that task force in 2018, and there were so many people that made this a reality. The Hudson family that provided the property that we were able to purchase, meaning the government was able to purchase, and more importantly, to be able to have this groundbreaking. And Judge D, I can't ever say his last name. Judge D has absolutely been the driving force, but I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why it happened, the reason why we had that groundbreaking was because of our Congresswoman. In December, we were short. We were working with the GSA, and in December, we either had to get $55 million or this project was going to be nixed. And we had no other choice. It was going to go out for bid, the costs were going up, et cetera. And Congresswoman stepped up and said, it's taken care of. And she delivered for us. Debbie, we love you. We thank you so much for that. We have our Terminal 5 groundbreaking at FLO as we tend to expand there. And obviously our progress at Convention Center. It's not an 800, it's 801 room hotel that will be run by Omni. And Stacy always makes me say that. It's not 800, it's 801 room. And obviously we want to thank again that Disney is finally here as well. Then, accomplishments. How about our Florida Panthers? Woo, huh? Our Florida Panthers obviously had their all-star games were here in Broward County, and also our Stanley Cup Finals. We want to thank Vinny Viola and Matt Caldwell and Bryce Holloway, all for their efforts they did to make that a reality. Thank you so much. Now it's time for me to do a little something different. I hope I can take this mic. My colleagues, you provided me with once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be able to serve as mayor of Broward County. And what's so important about this board, and past boards, I see Commissioner Holness is with us today, is this board is so unique. Thank you, Commissioner. This board is so unique because it provides the Broward County with so much expertise and knowledge and passion for each of us. And I could begin, obviously, with Vice Mayor Rich, soon to be mayor. Mayor-elect, I'm going to call you that right now. Is that okay? Affordable housing and mental health, you have been a stellar since you were at the state, and you brought your expertise down here to Broward County. And it's going to be a banner year this year. I just feel it in my bones. Commissioner Bogan, takehearttest.com. Do you realize that you are going to save, and Broward County is going to save not hundreds, but thousands of lives over many years? It's because of your initiative. Thank you, Commissioner Bogan, for what you do. And Commissioner Udine, my tech guy. I tell you what, he is the tech industry. He continues to be our forerunner in bringing large corporations and businesses to Broward County. He somehow knows and kind of gets those insights where he's able to be part of it. And Commissioner Udine, you have been solid when you're bringing corporate entities and corporate to Broward County. We thank you for that. Senator Geller, I've mentioned it. I think I mentioned it like 3 times, so you ought to be like really happy that I mentioned it all the way. But seriously, film would not be here today in Broward County without you. Your driving force when you were mayor to get a film commissioner and to be part of film industry is growing and continues to grow as we're going to have new staging opportunities in the city of Fort Lauderdale. Thank you for that. And obviously, thank you for the Geller Amendments. Now, they don't know what that's out there today, but the Geller Amendments is nicknamed, obviously, for being opportunities working with, obviously, Nan Rich to make sure that we can get more affordable housing and opportunities for our municipalities. So you've been a rock star there as well. And Commissioner Furr, there's 3 words. Solid Waste Authority. Solid Waste Authority, my man. That might sound too sexy, but ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Solid waste is an important issue we have here in Broward County. For my future, my little 4-year-old granddaughter, and for ours who are coming up in generations, we need to make an impact, and you're doing that for us. And it's been a long road for you. Been a long road, but thank you for what you do, as Commissioner Furr. And I see who just joined us, Commissioner Ryan. Commissioner Ryan, Career Source Broward, South Florida Regional Transportation Authority, Tri-Rail, all those wonderful things. But you know what you are to us? You are a seasoned member of the commission. Your knowledge and unbelievable coming from the state back to Broward County, absolutely amazing. And you can go, somehow you can go way back to 1980, whatever it is, and bring forward what this commission did and what they're going to do. So thank you for all your knowledge and expertise here at this commission. We appreciate you. All right, Commissioner McKenzie, one of two of our newest commissioners. Commissioner McKenzie, first of all, he outdresses me, which I don't like. So that's a strike against him. But all seriousness, Commissioner McKenzie, you bring, obviously, your municipal experience at Fort Lauderdale for so many years, your contracting experience to us at this board, and your level of expertise there, and your fight for always the little person. And I mean that. You always will, and you always have done that. So thank you so much for your dedication to this board, too. And last but not least, it's just in this order because it was through the district, is Commissioner Rogers. Mr. Rogers, your small business, your seniors you're fighting for, obviously you went to municipal, to the state, and back to the county. Your years of expertise and experience is so helpful on this board. And I got one word for you this time: cricket. Go cricket, huh? You were so diligently in making that happen, and our games are going to be here, but thank you so much for all you do. And these are our boards, ladies and gentlemen. These are folks that dedicate their lives every day to us in Broward County, so thank you so much for allowing me to serve with you. Our county attorney, Drew Meyer. You know, those who obviously would continue serving on this board, the wealth of knowledge, Renee behind you, I mean, really, and your entire team. It doesn't matter. I can call, or we can call Drew, we can call Renee, we can call Nathaniel, we can call anybody in that office, and they're always so helpful, and they're always so there for us. So you guide us through the legal part. Sometimes we get a little sideways on you, I understand that, to try to get something done, but thank you so much for all you do and will continue to do for us here at the county level. Our county auditor, Mr. Melton. If you notice, Mr. Melton says a lot during our meetings, right? Absolutely not, but he's a man of few words. But I can tell you, Bob, that what you do on your auditing is you bring to light items that we need to correct, because nobody's ever perfect, but you also bring forward, when we do something correctly, you acknowledge that into our team, and we're proud of you that you take both sides and you take it seriously in what you do for this county. So keep saying less words, but keep doing more work for us. We appreciate you, okay? My Monica. Wow. As I told you before, I said last time when I gave her, I think, her 15 years, I said those who have served as mayor and those who will eventually serve as mayor has to understand that the county administration is your bloodline, your lifeline. And more so than ever, when you deal with being mayor, you see firsthand an eye-opener of what really you do as the mayorship and be able to serve this county in that position. Monica, you have been such a tremendous asset to me personally, but to this county. You have Kim, you have Michael, you have Kevin behind you, you have all these wonderful team members behind you, but it takes the leader. And it takes those years of experience in being in public service, from Tallahassee all the way back here to Miami and wherever you've been, but you're here to stay. I hope you're not going anywhere in Broward County, so I thank you so much. I appreciate you, all you did for me. Bless you. So I want to thank all the 6,000 employees, and some hopefully might be here, some not here, obviously, in our county employees. And I always say when we're doing the union signing contracts that our 6,000 employees are really the backbone of this community. And without them, we can't look good. And a lot of times the elected officials are the ones that look good, right? But it's really those in the day-to-day operations that are out there in the field, the public works, our transportation folks that are really making us look good. So on behalf of the Board of County Commissioners, all those department heads, I want you to go back and I want you to thank your employees on behalf of this board, what they do for us, as well as our advisory boards and committees. I see Michael Rayner here, who serves on one of our advisory boards. The pay is great. It's called a big zero. But you obviously give back your time and your efforts, and we appreciate that. All municipalities and all the federal and state elected officials that are team partners as well is so important for us to be successful here in Broward County. Our Chamber of Commerce is our nonprofit organizations, educational health institutions, our memorial, Broward Health, obviously a part of our team. And then my staff, Mary, Mabel, and Suzanne. I was so blessed to have started with two of you, Mary and Mabel, from Chip Lamarcus' day, and then was able to acquire Suzanne when Commissioner Sharif moved on. Couldn't have done it without you. The ups and downs, keeping me straight, keeping me from going sideways, and keeping me happy, keeping me sad, or whatever. So appreciate you, and just really was a blessing. And it continues to be that way, but thank you so much. And then last but not least is my family. Susan, my wife of 43 years, my son Paul, my daughter Tricia, and my new son and my new daughter, Molly and Tom, and then my 4-year-old granddaughter. I can tell you that I would be nowhere without you, nowhere near what I could do today in my public service. I have been so blessed to have you as part of my support staff, and you are the unit to me. And I love you guys, and I thank you so much for being behind me all the way. All right, got through that. That's pretty good. With all that being said, again, I'm so humbled to serve as your Broward County Mayor this year and look forward to now returning to that seat as County Commissioner representing the residents and visitors of District 4. I always end up saying, may God bless Broward County, and may God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for the opportunity.